Okay. So I am running late today. I started getting ready for the day too late. And so I'll be honest, I don't even know if my webcam is properly lined up. I haven't run any tests or anything. Okay, I look okay. That's fine. The way I have my desk set up is that I pretty much have to redo my stream setup every time I stream because we use my desk for like everything, Tristan's schoolwork, my art, like, so I have to readjust everything every time. Hi Witch, welcome. Let's see. I don't even know if I'm ready. Gee. Hi Crow, welcome. I'm really excited to start a new landscape today. Real quick, I'm gonna share the stream to Discord because I forgot to do that. Let's see. Starting a new landscape illustration. Now, I guess. Come say hi. And then paste the link. Send. Oh boy, I was gonna put my Discord in the description of this video, but then I was running late. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I have a sign that I put on my door that says, like, you know, live stream or recording in process, so people don't like knock on the door, and I forgot to hang that up. I don't think there's anyone home though. I'm not too worried. I'm a little frazzled, I'll be honest. I should have started getting set up earlier. Let's see, I'll make sure my tablet is connected. Yay! Okay, well at least that's not going wrong. Vio, want to take a guess at what happened? Which was the test canceled? Was it canceled? Or just postponed again? Golly, that's crazy. So today, I'm starting a new landscape. I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna bring up some references right now, as I do. Let's see. Okay, cool. So I've talked about it, I think, in a recent stream. I'm in a gallery, or I'm going to be in a gallery. It went decently well, that's what happened. Oh my gosh, the test happened. Hey, that's great! Oh my gosh! And it's over with! Oh my gosh! That is awesome. What a relief. Let's see. I'm gonna choose this for the background to start with. Oh, yeah, so I'm gonna be in a gallery. I think it opens in April? Either way, I have to have my pieces turned in to this gallery, March 17th or through the 19th. Those days, those like the due date that I go to drop it off. Finally, I know, yes, that is awesome. So, yeah, so the gallery is coming up really quickly, and I procrastinated finishing these landscapes. I'm just bringing up some references right now. I procrastinated these landscapes, but my plan is, so I'm entering 2 pieces into this gallery. I am drawing them digitally, then I'm printing them, then I am decoupaging them onto mini canvases, and then I'm putting them in frames. And I'm really excited. The show is called Handscapes, literally just landscapes about the size of your hand. So I'm really excited. Again, a little stressed about it because I supposedly could be in a gallery with a lot of artists that I look up to, that I admire a lot, and I'm a little intimidated. I have finished the first landscape. Like, the first one is done. All I need to do is print it, frame it, all that stuff. I'm completely done with that one, but I'm not gonna show it on stream today. I'm gonna wait until I have it framed before I, like, reveal it. But because time's a ticking and I really need to have this done, I decided that that's gonna be what I work on today on stream. I was gonna have these be, like, totally off stream, like, I work on these on my own time. But then I got, like, way preoccupied with trying to, I don't know, get ahead on other things. Hi Jason, welcome! Yeah, so I was like, I gotta get all these commissions done, and so I, like, powered through my last commissions, and realized that, like, wow, the deadline for this gallery is coming up very quickly. I should probably just work on it on stream, because I don't want to not stream. I really look forward to this. It's been a rough couple of days, so I was really looking forward to this stream. I was telling Tristan about it. I'm like, well, oh my gosh, I was just so tired last night. I'm like, well, at least I'm streaming tomorrow. So yeah, I hope y'all know how much this means to me. I'm really happy to be here. Oh, sorry, let me just... Oh, my computer audio was turned up crazy high. Okay, I hope I sound okay. Oh, but yeah, so I'm just gonna work on these landscapes here, or this last landscape. Yeah, I can enter 1 to 2, and it's spring themed. So yeah, the whole gallery, they're encouraging springy landscapes. And the first one that I did is a mountain scene, because I am in the mountains. I live in the mountains, in the Rocky Mountains. I'm surrounded by mountains. I live in a valley. It's gorgeous. So I, directly inspired by the environment around me. So the first landscape was mountains. And in the second one, my current plan is I still want like mountains of some sort in the background. I know I keep sketching and erasing. That's part of my process. I know I want mountains in the background, but for this one, I want the main focus to be some sort of field of flowers in the foreground. Because my first landscape is very simple in terms of color. A lot of green in that one. But this one I want color. I want something bright, springy. Like, I need flowers. I gotta put flowers in this. Which says today's been a rec mentally, so I probably won't be as active on chat or at all. Apologies in advance. No, you're fine. I really appreciate you stopping by anyway. It seems like it's been that kind of week for a lot of people. They're like, ugh. But it's Saturday though, so we made it through the week, and a new week is about to start, and boy, am I looking forward to it. No, let me try this again. I'm so looking forward to a new week. Oh, maybe I should put water in this one. I'm seeing a lot of... Okay, so not very close to me. In fact, I don't even know where it is. Some artists that I know within my state get together around springtime while the poppies are in bloom. Like, there, I guess, is somewhere where there's like a huge field of poppies, those bright red flowers, and they get together and they paint them, like plein air painting, open air painting, where they sit outside with their easels and stuff and they paint these poppies. So I'm wondering if I made a landscape of a bunch of poppies, if it would be more likely to sell, because there are a lot of fans of poppies. I wonder where it is, because it can't be too far from me. I should go exploring. I should see if I can find the field of poppies. Alright, so I definitely want the horizon. Let me just squish that. There we go. I want the horizon to have some sort of mountains implied. In fact, what I'm gonna do... Oops. I'm gonna turn down the opacity on them to... even in the sketch phase, give me the impression of distance. And then maybe in the foreground, we'll have like... maybe in the foreground we'll have water or something? No. I really want to go all in on this field of flowers idea. 'Cause, like, what is more springy than that, Actually, I'm gonna try one more time. You know what I could do? Oh my gosh, what if I... No, I'll keep it horizontal. Just now I was like, I could make it vertical and like draw the mountains up here and like it descends into like the flowers in the foreground. Actually, that would be kind of cool. I love how bunnies become loafs when they relax. Yes! Oh my gosh, the many ways that rabbits sleep. So precious. Rabbits. rabbits sometimes sleep like this. And rabbits sometimes sleep like this. Like all stretched out. Rabbits sometimes even sleep like on their side and they look like they're dead. But the loaf is classic. Luna is sleeping right now. I went in, I checked on her before I was getting ready to set up for my stream. I'm like, sorry, I can't hang out with you. I'm in a hurry. This actually I think would be pretty cool. Like I'm looking at some like the valley in between two mountains. So actually I have the frames already. Let me just grab them and show you. I have them right here. Sorry, I should wait to talk until I'm right in front of the microphone, huh? I've seen them all. Oh yeah, I love rabbits. So Tristan helped me pick these out, and in them, I already have the canvases placed. So I removed the glass. Oh, hold on. Let me show you this actually on the webcam so you can see. So these are the two frames that I've chosen. There's still plastic like on the canvas. But yeah, so what I did was I removed the glass from them, and instead I have the little canvas board that I'm going to like paste the digital drawing on. Oh, my camera is readjusting because I'm moving around in front of it so much. So this frame, darker frame that's a little more intricate, is for my first landscape that has a lot of greens and everything. So that one is already decided, and I'm very excited to show that. I'll, post it on Instagram and everywhere, Instagram and Twitter and stuff. So this is the second frame. It's simpler and warmer. Tristan helped me pick this out. When I chose this frame, I had no idea what the second landscape was going to be. I just know it was going to be springy. And so, again, I removed the glass, so you can just like see the canvas directly. So yeah, all I knew when I got the frame was that it was gonna be something to do with spring, but just now, like, I could totally keep it vertical and then in the frame have this vertical landscape looking, because if I do it like this, I could very much play up on the height aspect. Like if I do this angle, it very much feels like I'm looking up at the mountains and they're more daunting, maybe is the word that I'm looking for. And then just a bunch of flowers. And it doesn't have to be perfectly realistic either. None of my landscapes are. I think the better that I get at landscapes, which I love drawing landscapes, the better that I get at it, I think they are leaning a little more toward realism, rather than my super almost Dr. Seuss whimsical funky tree shapes. These landscapes for this gallery, I am leaning toward the more realistic. Because you gotta know your audience too. And gosh, y'all, I'm so excited and intimidated about this gallery. But yeah, so I like this idea. I'm gonna run with it for a minute. I found some references on Pinterest that I think are working for this. Yeah. Oh, here I was feeling so frazzled at the beginning of this stream, but already I'm feeling better just talking about what I'm working on. Heck yeah. Oh, I tweeted about being dizzy this morning. It was so bizarre. It's already passed. Like, I'm wondering if a migraine was about to set in. I took some Excedrin. I'm like, not today. Please. I've been looking forward to this stream. Do not. Do not. But oh my gosh, I suddenly just like, the feeling you get when you stand up too fast and everything starts to get blotchy and you get a little lightheaded for like a second, It was that feeling, but it wasn't passing. Even though I was laying down, that was still happening, and I'm like, something's not right. But it got better. Okay, I'm going to lower the opacity on this layer and draw again on top of it. See if I can get something more precise. So, let's see. I want these mountains. I want mountains in the background. Y'all, I love the mountains. I know I grew up in the South and Florida specifically. I'm a native to Florida. Haven't lived there in years. Florida is an actual sandbar. I lived along the center of the state of Florida is a ridge. I think they call it Highlands Ridge or something like that. I'm glad it got better. That when that stuff happens, it's the worst. Yeah, it was bizarre. I'm like, Tristan, I'm dying. He's getting ready to leave for work, and I'm like, Tristan, I'm dying. Like, oh, but yeah, I'm fine. I keep telling myself, Hannah, you don't have time to be sick. I sound like my mom when we were growing up. She would say, I don't have time to go to the emergency room right now. Anyway, so the center of the state of Florida is the highest point in Florida. It's a ridge. Oh, the spine. They call it the spine of Florida. Anyway, I lived along that ridge. There are a few counties along that ridge. And the highest elevation in Florida, 100 feet above sea level. Or like 110. Something like that. I lived for a good portion of my life at 100 feet above sea level, the highest point in Florida. That's like bizarre to me because now in the Rockies, my elevation is easily in the thousands. I think I'm at like 4,000 feet or something like that, which is bizarre. In fact, when I first moved out here, I had nosebleeds all the time, which is a little crazy. Okay, I found a reference that I like better, but I don't want to copy it directly. I still want to make it my own, you know? Also, I have no idea what I'm going to call this. Oh, but yeah, no, when I first got out here, I remember getting off the plane when I landed in the mountains and my nose started bleeding. The elevation change was just like... For like the whole first week that I was out here, I had some nosebleeds. Because it was just so different. I had an elevation change. It's like one thing to go up in the air on a plane and then come back down, like, you know, but to be here for that first week, yeah, nosebleeds. It was so funny. Like, what is going on? But I've adjusted. And I'm excited. Although next year, Tristan and I should be moving back to the South. Well, if everything goes according to plan, we will. And that'll be fun. We'll be at a lower elevation. It'll be more humid. It'll be so nice for my skin and my hair. So that's exciting. Let's see. Okay, already I like this. I like the idea of it a lot, and I can still use this to make flowers in the foreground prominent. Ooh, I'm so excited. Oh, y'all, I love drawing landscapes. I think I should still sometime work on the idea of being a background artist for games or shows. I would really, really love to work on video games. That's such a competitive field, though. Oh my gosh. It would be so great. It would be so fun. What a thing to have on a resume, you know? But I would only want to do it, like, once or twice, like, as a freelancer, you know? Because that's what I am. I am independent. I work for myself. I'm a freelancer. So I will take work, you know, when I want to. That should be fun. Ooh, it's really taken shape already. How exciting. And then, what kind of flowers? I don't know. I'm not actually very familiar with most of the flowers that grow around me. I think that would be really cool to research, really cool to become familiar with, you know? So I'm lucky enough to live somewhere. Let me go ahead and pin this so I don't lose it. Pin this to my beautiful places board. I would buy that game. Oh, thanks. Maybe one day I'll work on an indie game and it'll be totally unique. I'll paint the backgrounds or design the characters or something. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, so yeah, we're lucky enough to live not too far from a lot of really pretty hikes. Marissa, hi Hannah, playing D&D again. You're a lovely human. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. We're just working on a landscape. Have fun with D&D. As always. I mean, how can you not have fun with D&D? I mean, well, I don't know. Now that I say that out loud. If you have a character die, that's pretty unfun. Anyway, yeah, we're lucky enough to live not far at all from some really beautiful hikes, waterfalls and stuff. That just comes from living in the mountains in general. And one time, actually was it last year? I think it was last year, probably before the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, the pandemic got really bad. Tristan and I got to go on a hike with my sisters. Who were we with? Yeah, I think we were with my sisters. Yeah, that sounds right. Maybe a friend. Anyway, we got to go on this hike up to a waterfall. Gorgeous, a lot of fun. But we happened to be on the trail with some, I think they called themselves plant enthusiasts. I don't think they were actually botanists. This sounds like the kind of thing that would happen like in a movie or like, I don't know. But yeah, we happened to be on the trail right behind some people who knew exactly what they were talking about when it came to the plants. So they were like, oh, that's poison ivy. And, you know, like, oh, these flowers are called blah, blah, blah. I learned how to identify a larkspur, I think was the name of the flower. Really pretty. In fact, maybe I'll Pinterest search it for you. But either way, I can identify it now, which is cool. That was a lot of fun. It was like, those are like the coolest people to be on a trail with. Like, oh yeah, that's what that flower's called. Wow. Also, I really love this so far. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the layer behind this off. It's taken shape. I really like it. Definitely it's gonna be like bright, sunny daytime because, you know, the whole point of this gallery is spring and, you know, actually maybe I'll do a sunrise. I really like sunrises. And, you know, spring is all about new dawn and new hope and Easter, stuff like that. So a sunrise wouldn't be a bad idea. So yeah, you get to the foreground and then this field right here and like flowers, flowers, flowers. That's what we're gonna do. Ooh, I'm so excited. Let me take a screenshot. Save that for later because that'll be important. Very cool. So Tristan's work schedule today. I'm in a really good mood, first of all. I slept really well. I know I was dizzy earlier, but I was like, that's not gonna get me down. I slept really well last night. I just had some pleasant dreams, you know? Oh, what are we gonna start with? Probably a warm... No, I'll start with a warm green. Oops. That brush is a little big. And let me lower the opacity on the sketch. Oh, Tristan's work schedule today is a little different from normal. Normally Saturdays he starts in the morning, like at 9 a.m. Right now he's temporarily working food service. But anyway, normally on Saturdays he starts at like 9. But today, instead he's working 1 to 8, which isn't bad. Those are not bad hours. But when you're used to like being off work at 5, it kind of stinks. And so he's gonna be at work for my whole stream. Unless I made this some crazy marathon stream, like a sleep lock, but for art, and we just straight up finished the whole illustration. we'll see. We'll see. Anyway. Actually, I would really like to finish this illustration today. Maybe we'll just keep working on it. I'll take a break to like go make a sandwich or something for myself. I gotta make the edges fuzzy with my favorite fuzzy brush. Woo! Oh, so yeah, Tristan will be at work all day until like 8, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. But then we get to like relax and play video games together, which is the best thing. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and preach about marriage, but I do have to say that is probably one of the best, a little more unexpected, just like perks of marriage is like always having someone to play games with is so nice. An art lock, yeah, pretty much. I'm feeling really good. I took some Excedrin for my head, which has caffeine in it, so that could explain why I'm feeling good. Yeah, let's just finish this illustration. Oh, but my tablet battery's gonna die. Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna draw until my tablet dies. Because the charging cord isn't very long. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll improvise. We'll see what happens. You never know. Something might happen, and something happens. And draw these little mountains. But yeah, this is one of the best things about being married in general is always having someone to play games with. Someone who shares my interest in games, and also who's good at games. He makes me better at games because he's good at games. I don't know. It's cool. It's like a cliche to say like, I married my best friend, but no, really. Tristan and I were friends before we got married. He was a really like good friend to me, but we weren't best friends before we got married. We became best friends. I think in reality, it would be kind of weird to marry your best friend. But you become best friends with, you know, with your person. So that's cool. At least that's how it happened for me. I know Tristan is kind of like dry and sarcastic and not grumpy. He sometimes intimidating. At least in the workplace, he's intimidating when he's in a managerial position. Anyway, but yeah, when he and I like first met, he was a really good friend to me. Just like, because I was going through a hard time. And so he was just like there for me. He was super supportive and stuff. It was nice. All right, so let's plan out some colors. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so excited. This is so happy already. Y'all. I'm having a great time. Okay, whoa, that's not what I wanted to happen. Clipping mask, there we go. Doo-ba-doo-boop-boop-doo. Did I tweet out the stream? I was in such a rush. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Hee. Yeah, I did. Very cool. Okay. So there's that, like, section. I'm gonna kind of, like, divide this into sections based on how dark the green is. Because I'm not gonna have like in the sketch these hard lines separating the foreground and the background. I'm not gonna keep those lines, so sorry, I'm just messing with my chair. There we go. An art lock. If I can figure out a way to move like my charging cord to like an extension cord by my desk, then yeah, I could just keep drawing and that'll be great. Maybe we'll do that sometime. Or today. Just keep making art. Okay. Let me see it without the sketch. I'm so excited. This is gonna be so fun. What is more springy than a field of flowers? Oh, that reminds me. Today, this morning, before getting ready to set up, before getting ready to stream, I sat down to make like mood boards, I guess is what you'd call them, for some of my original characters that I was showing on stream the other day. Just like finding pretty pictures on Pinterest that I thought like represented them pretty well, and then making a collage out of them. Is actually really fun and relaxing. So and totally just like silly, kind of pointless, because I'm not gonna do anything with them except look at them and go, ah, a collection of pretty pictures. That doesn't mean doing that is not worthwhile. I don't believe that art has to have a very deep meaning to be worthwhile. That's like an important mantra for me. Yes, look at this! I think, I would like the colors in this to be a little more vibrant. I know like these softer greens are more realistic, but I want it to be fun. I want this to catch someone's eye at the gallery and go, wow, you know what? That's really happy. I need that. I need that little 4x6 frame to hang in my kitchen. Let me choose. Let's try these greens. Whoa, no. That's too bright. Too bright. Oh. I like that though. Okay, let me try messing with this. Hold on. I'll just come here to this, make it a little more vibrant. Whoa! Hold on. My screen froze. That's very unfortunate timing. Give it a second. Just gonna refresh. This is so annoying. And it's thinking about it. Okay. Oh, actually, this is a good chance for me to give a shout out to my members on Patreon for being awesome. March's, so the coloring page for March for my patrons in March is up. So that's fun and exciting. I'm trying to turn my tablet screen back on, and now it's just not connecting at all. That's, oh, here we go. Look at that. The difference. This is really vibrant, but you know what? I want to work with it. I want to make it work. So I will. 'Cause I'm determined. Yeah. I could straight up tweet that I'm doing an art lock today. I told Tristan before he left for work, like, well, we both acknowledged, like, oh, he's gonna miss my stream, but what if? Honestly, I don't think this illustration will take me that long. My most recent commission, I think, took me about 6 hours? That sounds about right. And I'm starting this at, I started at 2:30 my time. Yeah, I could have this done in the next, because my landscapes I don't think take me as long anyway. But we'll see. All right, let's bring in some even darker greens. Give it a little depth. Oh, this is so fun and pleasant. I wasn't expecting to do a vertical landscape today, but I think that'll be a little different. Yee. And of course, I'm gonna have to. I know I'm using darker greens back here. Really, I should be using more muted greens, because that's how it works. It would be more vibrant in the foreground, because the atmosphere. Did you know the reason why when you look at something in the far distance, it looks fainter, or, you know, more muted. Like when you look at mountains from far away, they actually look like a light blue as opposed to whatever dark grays and greens they are up close. That is caused by the actual atmosphere between you and the distant object. I think that's really cool. Like, we can't see air particles, but the concentration of them over miles and miles just like adds up to like give it a film. I love that. It's so fascinating. I would have loved to have been a meteorologist if it didn't require so much math. It's a real shame. At one point I was like, I want to be a weather lady, because that'd be so fun. But there's a lot of math, and unfortunately, I'm not a math person. I did not know that. That's pretty rad. Yeah, it's just... Tristan teases me sometimes. Well, he's kind of teasing me that I have, like... I'm not extremely educated on most things, but I just have, like, the most bizarre collection of obscure facts, like, that I will never need. So that if I was ever on Jeopardy, I would either be really, really good at it or really bad at it. They'd ask me any sports question and I'd be like, well, I don't know. But then they'd ask me, like, what's the scientific name of this bird? And I'd be like, ah, I know that one. Like, it's like, oh, you know, the atmosphere between you and the mountain, right? Right, yeah. Haha. You got it. It's like, yeah. A lot of it is just that I am curious about things, and I'm like, wow, this is a cool thing. Let me look up more about it. And so I'll look it up and I'll read about it, and then I will never forget that fact ever. So, and when you do that for years and years, you just kind of collect weird information, I guess. That's fun. See, like right now, I can't just like think of any of the weird facts that I know. If you ask me, Hannah, give me an obscure fact, I couldn't. But if it was relevant to a situation, then yeah, I'd be like, you're not gonna believe this. That can be my party trick. Whenever I meet, I don't know. Right now what I'm doing is I am blending using the same chalk brush that I drew these colors with. So it might look actually like I'm erasing, but really I'm not. I'm just like smudging it a little bit, making it blend smoother. So that's fun. Very cool. Wish we could turn back time. Do the good old days. Let's see, without that sketch line. Okay, alright, it's taking shape. Now here's the problem. I need to... I'm gonna try to experiment with that same effect I was talking about with like mountains in the distance becoming lighter. I'm gonna try to see if I can create that effect. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Okay, I think this color is too light. It'll be easy. It'll help to do this on the more distant mountains. So, in fact, let me show you. Oops, hold on. Turn on that clipping mask. Yeah. We'll do that. Already it looks a little better, but I want it even lighter. Like that. Like, see? That's literally, I just made the mountains light blue and already they look so much further away. I love that. I love it. It's so fascinating to me. I'm gonna give them a little definition. I'm probably going to edit these mountains again later. Make them a little more detailed. But for now, this is what we're gonna do. Because even in spring in the mountains, oh my gosh, one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen, because I've been out here for a few years now, one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen is when it's becoming spring and there are flowers blooming and it's warm, it's like in the 50s and it's perfect walking weather, but you look up and there's still snow on top of the mountains that hasn't melted yet. I think that's so wonderful. Yeah, look at that. They look so much further away. Farther away, not further. Farther. So fun. Woo! Alright, so if I'm gonna do a sunrise effect, where's the sun gonna be rising? Let's think about this. I could... If I have the sun rising behind these mountains, then there won't be any light landing on the flowers in the foreground, and I don't think I want that. What I could do... What I could do is have the sunrise over here. The little white spot. I'm not actually gonna show the sun. I'll just draw, you know, the light coming off of it. But what I could do is put the sun over there, which would then mean that, like, there's gonna be, like, a shadow. Oops. There'd be, like, a shadow on this part of the mountains. It would look... Then it would actually look darker over here, where the sun isn't hitting it. And then up here in the foreground, the flowers would be so bright from, like, the sun. Oh my gosh. This is how I draw flowers, everybody. They would be so bright. And then, like, the flowers over here in the shadow would be, like, blue where the light wasn't hitting them yet. Or, let me find a better blue. Nope, that's too dark. Maybe this first blue was fine. Because it looks... Before you've drawn, like these little blue dots just look like blue dots, but when there's a clear separation of, like, where the light is hitting them and not, it suddenly looks like shadow. I don't think I can do it very quickly. Like this. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I keep making it really small on screen, sorry. Because I want to step back and look from it. I think that's where I'm gonna have the sun rising. So I'm gonna delete these imaginary flowers. I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna delete the sun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to do the same dark green for a shadow, and I'm going to make it much more muted, almost like a gray. Yeah. That'll do it. I think this means that both landscapes that I'm entering are sunrises. You know what? That just says something about me as the artist. I like sunrises. How about Sunrise Land? Nihon. What is it? Nihongo ga hanasemasu. Nihongo ga hanasemasu ka? No. Eigo ga hanasemasu. Oops. Okay. Ohayo. Ohayo, sky, good morning world. Yeah. Okay. Tristan and I just finished, whoa, my phone needs a charge, hold on. Tristan and I just finished playing Paper Mario on our gaming channel, which was a lot of fun. So that means Tuesday, we're starting a new game, and I'm very excited about it. Last night, at like 1 in the morning, we we stayed up playing games together because it had just been like a long, difficult day. So we decided to play some video games together. It would cheer both of us up, right? And so we started goofing off with this one game. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best commentary we've ever had. Why aren't we recording this? And Tristan said, do you want to actually start playing this game next week instead? And I said, yes. So at the last second, we've chosen a different game. And that means I have to make a new thumbnail for it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. Alright, I'm gonna come back with this blue because I liked the effect that it was giving me. Very cool. And then this is gonna be great because where the sun is hitting the grass on the other side of this mountain, I can draw like the light yellow and stuff. Where it's hitting. That'll be fun. Oh, how fun. Another comment about making art for games is a friend of mine had the idea of me making art for board games. Oh my gosh, we have a nerd store not too far from us. It's called the Dragon's Keep. But anyway, it's where we get like D&D dice and stuff like that. But anyway, they have shelves of board games, and I noticed the art for all of these games is entirely different. Every single game, they just have like completely different art styles. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could totally actually do that. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna use so many layers. I could totally do that. That would be so fun. So you know, I'm gonna need an agent eventually one day. I will need an agent. A lot of illustrators have agents. I don't know if that's as well known as, like, obviously actors need agents, like, that help them get work. Sorry, I'm gonna refresh my tablet screen again. Obviously actors, you know, have agents that help them find work that fits them really well. But also illustrators. There are illustration agencies that connect illustrators to, I know it froze, I'm resetting it. They connect illustrators to books, to publishers, to magazines, to things like games, you know, illustrating games, to, you know, any sort of studio work, to illustrating for online articles, like anything you can think of. An agent for an illustrator can connect the right people, because oh my gosh, agents really know their stuff, and they can look at their clients' work and know exactly what would be a good fit for them. One day I would love to have an agent. It's going to be a hot minute before that happens, but that'll be really helpful. And then maybe one day when I have an agent, they'll be like, Hannah, I found a game that is looking for someone with your exact art style. Quick, give me your updated portfolio. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, here it is. It'll be fantastic. So I'm kind of rushing through this to give like an idea of what it's gonna look like when I fill out details for this. Ha ha ha. Do 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 do. I definitely am gonna have like a harsher line to show where, like, if I want a pretty hard line to show where the shadow is from this hill. Already I'm really excited about this, y'all. It's not gonna take me nearly as long as like a commission would. For some reason, character art takes me longer. I don't know if that's true for all artists. But with backgrounds, I can use bigger strokes and funkier brushes. And I don't know, I have I feel like when I'm doing background work, I have a lot of freedom when it comes to how much detail I need to include. If I'm, you know, making a commission of someone's pet and the pet has very specific markings, I can't just leave out those details. But in a landscape, I can choose, like, to only draw the details on so many flowers, you know? So that's nice. Here we go. This is working. Now let's look at it. Ooh, look at that. Already it feels cold in like the shadow where that's hitting. I'm gonna, oops. wrong layer. Here we go. Cause I'm using blue, it feels almost like there's dew on the grass here. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Exactly the effect that I want. Ooh, it's happening. This blue is actually a little bright, but I'm gonna blend it out a bit more, and then I'm gonna lower the opacity so it doesn't distract. It's looking great, thanks. Something that I'm doing right now that I don't recommend is guessing. I'm guessing a lot, but partly because this is a kind of landscape that I see all the time in person, so I'm not just making it up. I'm also going by memory. So now let me lower the opacity on this. There we go. There we go. Okay, very cool, very cool. I'm gonna come back here with that light green. Ooh. Okay, if that's where the sun is coming from, then this is probably gonna be a pretty harsh line then. Like this. We'll make this whole section very bright green. And then there might be a little bit here. Haha, they're educated guesses, so it's okay. Yeah, there you go, there you go. Exactly. Still, if I wanted this to be even better, I would go out and find my own real in-person references. But here's the problem, there's still snow on the ground. This is a spring-themed show. I can't find a reference like this in person because there's still snow on the ground. It's melting though. It's steadily melting. Okay, that's a little too much green in that spot. There wouldn't actually be that much. There would be like a little bit maybe down here. Let's see. No, I don't think there would be the light green right there. I think I need to come back here with the shadow. Is this the layer? This is the layer. I think I need to come back here with the shadow because, yeah, the light definitely wouldn't be hitting this part. Yeah. Yeah, more like that. Oh, this is like, this is totally selfish, but like, drawing this landscape is exactly what I needed. Oi, do you ever have like, actually never mind, I'm not gonna air my personal business, my personal grievances on the internet. Most of the snow where I'm at has melted at this point. Yeah, I miss it, but I also don't, you know. Yeah. I would say spring is my favorite season. But there is something about like, oh, the snow, like there it goes. There's something about it when the snow leaves. Tristan loves the snow. Sorry, don't worry. I'm not gonna... The other day when I was talking about being an introvert, because I am an introvert, I consider myself one. One very specific thing I was referring to is that I don't want to ever vent or like voice my personal struggles on the internet. So fear not. I want y'all to know that I, despite being a cheerful, you know, and sometimes obnoxiously optimistic person. I am human, and I do have things that I'm struggling with, but that's it. I just want y'all to know, like, the whole idea of, like, I don't know, idolizing content creators is silly, and I don't want anyone to think, like, wow, she's so happy all the time. Like, whatever. Anyway, it's snowing where I live right now. Oh, how fun. It has been really warm the past couple days. It's been really nice walking weather. Tristan and I have been able to go for some walks, which has been very nice. But I predict it's probably gonna snow some more before it's really spring. That tends to happen, you know? I don't know. We'll see. Huh. So I really like the lighting effect, but I don't like the shapes that it's giving me. I think the flowers will fix that. But just in case, I'm gonna mess with this. I'm gonna mess with these shapes for a second. I'm gonna blend that out a little bit because that's definitely how that would happen. I'm gonna put a little green there. Maybe I'll make this a rounder shape. Like, I won't make it so stark. Yeah, let's try this. Come back to our grayish shadow color. Not that much. Ooh. A little bit of this. Yeah, like that. Then we'll come back with the blue. Like that. But yeah, Tristan really likes the snow, which is funny because he also grew up in a warm weather place. I've talked about this many times. I love the snow. I love all the seasons. I love winter. But I don't love being cold, so I'm actually really looking forward to spring. It'll make it easier to go on walks because I love going on walks. Okay. If I change that shape, okay. Do you see what I've done to the sketch lines? So this is what I don't know what color I was using for the sketch lines. But basically what I've done is, oh, let me actually erase with the right brush. We'll get rid of that. Huh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is what we've done. This hill can come at a lower incline, so I'll adjust this shadow up here. And then we'll have the final hill in the foreground going left instead of right. Like that. That has a little more flow to it. I don't want it to be like, ooh, pretty mountains in the background and then just a square of solid and flower. Like, the flowers will make up for it, but still, I want a little more flowy shapes. And so then we'll go like this. And then this shape in the foreground can be flowers. Okay, cool. Got it. So for now, let's come back to this color. Oops. And we'll go like this. Yeah. Yeah! And now I'm gonna use this eraser. Tidy this up a little bit. It's like, yeah, the whole thing is figuring out a balance between hard lines and soft lines in the illustration. In lighting. Lighting is all about, you show lighting through hard and soft contrast in shapes. Like, I don't know, I'm not gonna try to sound smart about it, other than I'm making a smooth transition here, which shows, like, you know, the curve of the hill is because of this soft this soft shading, but then this hard line right here, the edge of the hill shows like where the light is hitting it directly and stuff. I'm not gonna try to sound smart about it because I'm not an art teacher and okay, yeah, already I'm feeling a little better about it because I made the line a little curvier. I'm still gonna come in here, tidy it up like this. And of course it's gonna look even better when there are like you know, like flowers showing the sun. Cool. It's coming along. And you don't even like notice the mountains in the background as much. They add something to it, but they're not the focus, which is the goal. Oh, excuse me. It's already time for the hiccups, jeez. Oh no. I don't want to have the hiccups. The best way that I've discovered to get rid of the hiccups, at least it works for me, is whenever you have the hiccups, someone has to ask you to prove it. Like, if you ever say, oh man, I have the hiccups, and they say, prove it, then like I suddenly can't show that I have the hiccups anymore. So guess who remembered to charge her Apple Pencil? I did! Guess who did not charge her tablet all the way? I just can't win. I just gotta make mistakes. It's gotta happen. You know what I might do actually right now on stream? Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can... No, that charger doesn't reach either. I want to figure out how to prove it. Yeah, I don't have the hiccups now. See? Because we're talking about it. Hi, Ashley! Welcome! Thanks for stopping by. We're just working on this here landscape. Getting some shadow filled in there. Oh man, I should have figured out a way to like move an extension cord over here before I started streaming, but I was already running late, so it's whatever. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch back to this chalk eraser. I'm actually gonna erase a little bit. Hello. I'm actually gonna erase a little bit in the corner down here to show that it's not like completely flat all of a sudden when we get to the foreground. The ground is still curved. It's very mountainous. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I think this... No, I'm not gonna mess with it. It just shows it's very grassy over there. Alright, now what? Now what we're gonna do is gonna get a little more precise in details. And by that, I'm gonna use this funky brush. I love this brush. It is so fun. Woo, hold on. And I've been using it in my landscapes lately. I love the way it just like, I can instantly add such fun texture to the ground and to trees and stuff. Check that out. So I know it looks too dark now. How's Luna? She's great. She's sleepy, as always. 'Cause she's a pretty lazy bun. Rabbits seem to sleep a lot. 'Cause they're crepuscular. So this looks dark right now, but I'm gonna like blend it and lighten it, mess around with it. But I want to set down the texture first. Yeah. Ooh, it's so fun. I'm probably going to use the same brush actually to help me start applying the flowers. We're not there yet though. Ooh, doo -doo, doo -doo -doo -doo. Yeah, it looks pretty weird at the beginning. But you'll just have to trust me. Okay, now I'm gonna come in here with the same brush to blend it. Oh, it's a little too big. Let me make it smaller. Oh, now I'll make it a little bigger. Ah, yes. I love this texture so much. It's so fun. Okay, and then I'll start again where the light is and kind of blend it out. I'm sure it doesn't look like a ton is happening, but there definitely is. Ooh, sorry. Just clearing some notifications. Oh my gosh, this is so relaxing to me, y'all. Oh, by the way, if you ever draw along with me, I gotta remember to say this, if you ever draw along with me while you're watching me stream and you want to post it on social media, do it and tag me and I'll like retweet it or put it on my Instagram stories, stuff like that. It's so fun. Oh, yes, look at that. Look at that. It looks, I know it looks weird in these early stages, but I love this so much. Also, my lighting is so much better in the middle of the day. I just like looked over at my face. One day though, I won't have to rely on the sun. I'll have my own fancy studio lights. Ah, yes. Oh, yes. Did I tell y'all I'm out of lemonade powder? I'm so sad. I typically just like keep a can of lemonade powder and then I can just like make up water bottles at a time of lemonade and then I'll just go through a couple bottles a day. It's probably not healthy, but it makes me so happy and it's so good. And I'm out of lemonade. It makes me so sad. So, and now come up here, do the same thing, starting at where the light is. Yeah. Blend that out. Just a little bit. So then the most textured parts are the darker, like where the shadows are. So now, already look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do another layer and I'm gonna come back with the blue. Yes! Oh my gosh, y'all, this right here makes me so happy. The way this is going. Oh yeah. And I'm not sure why I'm doing it this way. It just kind of seems right that the darkest parts wouldn't be where this blue would be showing up. I'm not sure why. If it looks weird later, then I'll probably fix it. Because art is always trial and error, at least for me. Ooh. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna come back and blend it a little bit, which makes it a little more subtle. I might also even like turn down the opacity on it. We'll see. I'm not sure if you can even tell that it's happening. Let me zoom in even closer. But I'm scribbling everywhere, blending it in. And it makes the texture just a little more subtle. Oh, but it's so fun. I'll come over here. Has anyone seen Raya and the Last Dragon yet? I'm actually really excited about it. I know some artists on the internet were complaining about the dragon's design. But I really like it. and I'm really excited to see the movie. I hope it's good. I'm not gonna like get the premiere access. I'm just gonna wait until I can watch it normally on Disney Plus. But it looks good. Oh my gosh, the sun is coming out from behind the clouds. It just got a lot brighter in here all of a sudden. Now I'll come over on this side. Blend this on this section a little bit. I am probably going to need to get a darker color. Up close, when I zoom in real close, it doesn't look right at all. Not yet, but I definitely plan on watching it. Oh, I'm so excited. Up close, this doesn't look right, and it's kind of like Monet's paintings. If anyone is familiar with his stuff, you zoom in real close, and it's like, you know, blotches of color. Like his more famous, like, lily pads painting. There's like a bridge and lily pads underneath it, and he's got like bright blotches of color, and you look like if you took a little section and zoomed in real close, it would look totally crazy. But boy, does it work. I guess that's kind of what I'm going for. The weather's been so nice in Utah lately. Oh, Utah. So beautiful. I love Utah. Oh, so gorgeous. Maybe, yeah, see in the movie. Maybe. Or maybe for knowing the style. Ah. Do 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 do. So yeah, Tristan. Last night when we were playing games at 1 in the morning, I was like, we gotta record our next series in the middle of the night because this is the best commentary I've ever made, ever. I don't know. Something about recording in the middle of the night is just fun. Alright. I am so excited about this. Y'all. Okay. Now I'm gonna try the same thing. But in the foreground, let's see. Can you even see that? I don't know if I like that. Let me choose a different color. Let's try this. Oh, maybe to watching the movie? Yeah. We'll see. That you can definitely see. So I'm gonna cover this portion of the grass in this. Give it that fun, messy texture. Like this. Even over here. I'm gonna blend this out. And then I'm going to add a funner, brighter color on top. We'll make it look all nice. Hee. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Yeah, here we go. Now it's giving me the variation in color that I want without being too funky? I don't know. Do do do. Hold up. There we go. Do do boop do boop boop do. Let's see. I'm at another big section where you probably can't see like what's happening. I'll try to blend it quickly so we can get to the more interesting stuff. Wow, I'm not making a ton of commentary today, but I'm in a good mood and that's what matters. Like sometimes when I'm not making good commentary, I get like real stressed about it and I'm like, yeah. All right, and now come back with this. Yes, this is what I wanted. I'm gonna get an even brighter green after this too, or lighter, like a white yellow color. But for now, this is working. This is doing exactly what I wanted it to. Blend out the edges a little bit. Ooh. I haven't done many galleries, but I'm really excited about this. Oh, I've mentioned a dozen times now that a lot of the artists that will be showing at this gallery are artists that I already really look up to, that I really admire. And so I'm intimidated, but also like that gives me confidence, like that I got into this gallery, and I'm really hoping to sell these pieces, and hopefully that my stuff will still look good alongside these, like, industry professionals, these artists that have been doing this a lot longer than I have. Okay, we'll add a little more of the light color over here. And then blend that out. Again. Like that. Yeah. I'm gonna add an even lighter color. So this, I'm gonna add... Oh, hold on. Here we go. This is what I'm gonna do. Yes! This is what I want. This color. I'm not gonna add as much of it. I'm gonna use it more selectively. And now I'm gonna start to show the separation between the slope of these two hills, because they both have quite a bit of sunlight landing on them. I don't want the separation to be super high in contrast. That wouldn't make any sense. Having a grand old time. Ah, yes! It's so warm and happy here. I want to visit this place even though it's imaginary. Ah. Here we go. Let's see. If I was gonna work on a board game, I wonder what it's gonna be. Sorry, I'm not making a ton of commentary. What should we talk about? It's a bit a great day. Yesterday, I already mentioned it was a difficult day. So Tristan took me out for soup. My tablet! Stop doing this! So Tristan took me out for soup. Which was very fun. And then ice cream. This sounds like a weird combination, but like, one of my favorite soups ever is clam chowder. And so I had some really, really delicious clam chowder and an orange sherbet ice cream cone. And so it like made up for a lot of why the day was difficult in the first place. So that's always nice. And I couldn't finish all the clam chowder, so I have that for lunch. I'm very excited for that. Maybe we'll make this an art lock. I will stop to let my tablet charge, and I'll eat soup. Just on stream, I'll just eat soup. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh. Look at this. It's really starting to come together already. I'm so excited about this. I don't want to blend it out too much because I want to keep some of that texture. Yeah. Because oh my gosh, I love this brush. It's called Aurora. I mean, I adjusted it a little. I don't remember how. But still, it's very fun. I've heard the clam chowder from Market Street Grill is really good. I'm not sure where that one is. We got the clam chowder from where Tristan works. Consume soup. I'm thinking about it. We'll see how much longer this tablet battery lasts. See. Because oh my gosh, it is such a good feeling to be caught up on your work. I'm totally caught up on commissions now, which means I can work on personal projects. I need to make some videos. Oh my gosh, I keep meaning to make these videos. I have a list that I should be working on, and I still just haven't gotten around to it. Oh my gosh, look at it so far. Ah. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna put a little of this blue in the corner. Yeah. Oh, so I'm completely caught up on that stuff, which means I can just focus on my personal projects, and that includes streaming and, you know, personal art. But, I gotta make these videos. Ugh. I have a really difficult time relaxing. I've become a workaholic, and it's just something I struggle with. Ugh, I just struggle to relax. I struggle to take time off. So that's like my task this weekend has been to relax. So I'm glad that I still get to stream. Streaming is technically work, but at least it's relaxing work. Okay, let's see. Is it time for flowers yet? The sky is now looking a little too dark. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back here with very bright white. Whoa, that's a little too bright. Hold on. I gotta remember that it's sunrise. So that means the sky might actually end up being a little yellow right over here. This corner is where the sun is. Here comes the sun. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Okay, this is like really subtle, but I'm adding yellow. Okay. Yeah. Do 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 do. Okay, now that's a little too much yellow. I'm gonna come back with the white. And now it's starting to really look like it's glowing behind this hill. And that's part of why I made this hill so dark, is because the light is right behind it, you know? Wow, look at that. It looks like it's glowing. So here's the thing, when I make the print, it won't look as much like it's glowing because it's not backlit. I'm gonna use blue again. I do need a little blue. Hold on, I don't want that blue. I want something more like this. Here we go. Yeah, so it won't look as much like it's glowing. I have to like try to get that effect as much as I can on my own. Because there won't be a light behind it. But hopefully it'll still look nice. Ooh, okay. I'm really excited about this. Oh, yes. Let's play with flowers now. Oh boy, let me bring up my reference. Sorry, that was the sound of... do you watch any streamers? Me? Yeah, I need to find more art streamers to watch, honestly. I only know a couple art streamers, like Erica the Goober. She's amazing. Erica the Goober's awesome. But the streamers that I watch most... Sorry, I'm just finding my reference here. The streamers that I watch most are actually friends of mine. Bad Luck Brooks, he's a gamer. I watch Erica, literally Erica. I watch United Gamer. I watch Original 151. Who else do I watch stream? I know I watch more people than that. Adam. Yeah. Maddox. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. But, or the handle. But yeah, that's another friend of mine that I watch stream. Hold up, I know I watch more people stream than that when I can. Okay, so the flowers in the reference that I've brought up are bright yellow, but they're more of an orangey yellow, and I don't think I want that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make these more of like a white yellow color. Almost... Maybe I'll make them like tulips. I don't even know if tulips grow here. Or I'll make them look like balloon flowers. But yeah. Most streamers that I watch are gamers. Oh, on Twitch, I also watch... His name is Ytom, as in WHYYTOM. Ytom. Maddox is Adam. Yes. 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 I just don't know how to pronounce Maddox. Is it Maddox? Madonx? Madonix? I just call him Adam because I know him as Adam. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I'm really excited for y'all to see the first landscape. This, I think they're actually gonna look really nice next to each other because this also is very, very green heavy. The first one's very green heavy, and now this one is like almost entirely green. Maybe I'm going to, okay, here's my idea. I have some flowers in the first landscape that are also small and white, so I'm going to intersperse some more flowers of a different color with these. And I will cross that bridge when I get to it. But for now, let's draw a bunch of little flowers. And I gotta remember, so something that's really nice about this is only being printed at 4x6. So sometimes I'll just like hold the frame up next to my tablet screen. And so let's say looking at this. Okay, yeah, the size that I have it pulled up on my screen, it's not gonna be printed at any bigger size than this. So I don't have to worry about putting an outrageous amount of detail. Primal Gamer, hi, welcome. We've made crazy progress on this landscape. I'm so happy with it so far. I am adding flowers because flowers are important to me. I really love flowers a lot, y'all. I should, oh, we were talking about this earlier, how I was on that trail once with people who, were like plant enthusiasts or whatever they called themselves. Either way, it made me want to like learn how to identify the plants that live around me. Oh yeah. This is going exactly how I want it to. Okay. So we've got like more flowers in the foreground. Like this. You know what I'm gonna do? Maybe some lavender if you're looking for flowers. You know, actually I was just thinking that purple might look really nice here. Just a little purple. Or here's what I'm gonna do. I know I said that I was probably gonna make these look like tulips. Here I'm going to do one of my favorite things ever, which is I'm gonna make up something new that doesn't exist. I've done that before where I'm just like, well, I want to draw these flowers like this. So I'm just gonna like turn these into looking like whatever I want them to. And then I'm not gonna worry about it. In Red Dead there's this really pretty field of lavenders. Oh, that sounds like a really cool game, honestly. The more details that I hear about it. Yeah, okay, so I was gonna like make these look like tulips, but no, these are a Hannah original kind of flower. And I'm going to I'm gonna draw these however the cuss I want. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm in charge. Here I am talking about making this an art lock, and we're already almost done with the illustration. That's crazy. I mentioned my landscapes do go a lot faster than my commissions, and so here's evidence right here. Okay, so over here, I'm not gonna have the flowers cover like the entire hill. So I'm gonna... Ooh, oh my gosh, it's starting to look so happy. Ooh. If we finish this landscape, maybe I'll start another. I'll just start another because I can. Not if we finish this landscape, when we finish this landscape. Or when, not win. There's that southern accent coming out a little bit where you say when instead of when. My mom's accent I've mentioned before is a little thicker than mine. So she writes with a pin, or these flowers are growing on a hill. I hope my mom isn't watching because then she'd hear me teasing her about her southern accent. Oh my gosh. But yeah, like, or another one, a notorious one is forest. Like when she's talking about a forest, she says forest. Like, oh mom, oh mother, my sweet southern mom. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so proud of my mom. So my mom is a brilliant seamstress and crafter. She, I think, sells her stuff short sometimes. I think she underestimates just how good she is at what she does. Or I hope she's getting better at that, because she's really a talented seamstress. She makes quilts. This is looking so good. Like, seriously, I'm loving it. I'm loving it just like we got in McDonald's. Well, thanks, Crow. Too bad when you right outside said field, 90% of the time you're greeted by a grizzly. I'm sure that's how all fields of lavender work, so. So my mom, she makes quilts. She can alter clothes. She sometimes makes original things from scratch. Like, she made me a purse out of my favorite pair of jeans once, like, so I could keep the pocket, and like, oh my gosh, it was so cool. She also does like flower arrangements, just like all this creative stuff, you know? She's really creative. She's just a really cool crafter. But anyway, this year she's like putting more time and effort into working on her own business. I've been encouraging her to do this for a while, and she finally this year is finding time to do it, and I'm so proud of her. Oh my gosh. I designed her a logo. Her little business is called Windermere Lane, which I think is really sweet and tasteful. But yeah, so mostly right now, quilts. She makes baby quilts, sells them on Etsy and stuff, but her little brand is called Windermere Lane. You wanna see her logo? Let me show y'all actually real quick. While I am bragging about my mother. I hope actually she does get to see this. We're almost done with the landscape. I have plenty of time to do this. Sounds cool. Yeah, I'm so proud of her. I'll bring up my logo design folder, because I have a folder of logo design. Here we go. Here it is. That sounds lovely. Very happy for her. Oh, I know. Well, she keeps like... Oh, Tristan texted me that he hopes my stream is going well. But yeah, here it is. Windermere Lane. I made the little spool of thread with flowers, and then this is going to be her business card. Windermere Lane by Diana. Quilts, home decor, and more. But yeah, I'm so proud of her, because she deserves this. She deserves to take... she's earned this. She has earned taking time for herself to work on things that make her happy, you know? She's spent her whole life making other people happy. And it's just nice to see. That's nice, thanks. It's nice to see her doing something for herself. I'm gonna make these flowers in the foreground a little bigger. Nice. Thanks, y'all. These flowers in the foreground I think need to be a little bigger, because the ones in the distance are not very small. Here we go. There we go. Oh, yay. Okay, now let's add another color. So speaking of imaginary flowers, props to being able to sew. I can't at all. Oh, I know. Like, it's been so convenient. Well, it was just, I feel really lucky to have a mom growing up who could sew. She made my homecoming dress. I only went to homecoming 1 year, but she made me a homecoming dress. We like chose some fabric. Actually, that's a really funny story. Before I tell that story, I think I'm actually gonna use blue flowers. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Because I think it'll tie into the background really nicely. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. Maybe I'll change them later. Anyway, 1 year I wanted... Yeah, the year I decided I wanted to go to homecoming, I didn't go the year after. My mom and I were looking for fabric because I had an idea of what kind of dress I wanted to wear. And I really wanted to wear like dark blue or something. And we couldn't find fabric, the right fabric, like anywhere we looked. But then my mom had the idea for us to look at curtains at Bed Bath & Beyond. And sure enough, while we were looking at curtains, we found the perfect curtains. So we bought a set of these curtains and they like, it was plenty of fabric to make my dress. The guy, oh my gosh, the employee at Bed Bath & Beyond heard us talking about it and was so intrigued, like, you're doing what with these curtains? You're making a dress out of them? And he just like thought that was so cool. And like he, I guess, had never heard of that happening with curtains from Bed Bath & Beyond before. Already I'm really liking this. I might change these to purple, but for now I'll keep going. Anyway, so he was just like, wow, that's really interesting. I've never heard of that. And, yeah, so after we were checking out, the guy asked if we would, like, come back and show pictures after it was done. And I think my mom did actually show the guy later, like, well, this is the dress that we made. And it turned out perfectly. I got lucky, with my date, we did white, so all I had to do is get a white bow tie. That's nice. So my mom made my homecoming dress. I think I was a freshman. But then prom, my senior year prom, she made my prom dress. And that was even better. Oh my gosh. I loved that prom dress. My mom, well, here's the thing. My mom made my dress. Again, she combined a couple different patterns, like one pattern for sleeves and then like, you know, something else for the bottom or whatever. Nice floor length dress. We found a unique fabric, and because it was like a hard to match color, my mom made a bow tie and cummerbund for my date to match my dress. And on top of that, she made my jewelry. I still have it. She made me a necklace, earrings, and a bracelet out of some beads that I liked. She made my jewelry for the dance too. It was amazing. In fact, I still have pictures. I won't bore y'all with the pictures of me at my high school prom dress if you don't want to see that, but I felt pretty cool wearing a dress that my mom made me. Ooh, check this out. This is so fun. Wow. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. But yeah, I'm just bragging about my mom. I swear I only got my date for homecoming because of me taking 30 plus hours on the poster I made. Oh, so you did one of those like unique homecoming, not like promposals. I don't know what they call them for homecoming, but that's so cute. So that sounds like it was nice. I'm not going to talk about homecoming because that was, my boyfriend at the time was a jerk and I don't want to talk about it. But senior year prom was such a good experience. I went with like the new kid. So I'm still friends with this guy to this day. He's so cool. He just got out of the Marines actually. Good for him. Anyway, my date senior year to prom, he was new at the school, which honestly is already really unfortunate to have to move schools your senior year. but he was so cool, and I already was like really standoffish from the rest of the class because I decided I wanted to graduate early. I'm like, I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with this. But I made this friend who was new to the school, and I don't want to say I begged. I don't think I begged him to go to the dance with me, but I certainly tried very hard to persuade him. I was like, come on. And he's like, you know, he didn't want to go to a prom with a bunch of people he didn't know. I'm like, well, that's the thing. You don't have to go with the whole school. You just go with me. And I eventually like talked him into it. I'm like, come on. My mom will make you matching like cummerbund. You'll match my dress and everything. It'll be so fun. I had a car at the time. So I'm like, I'll drive. You know, it'll be so great. I finally talked him into it. And it turned out to be like the best prom experience ever. Like I'm so glad that he went with me because we were just good friends. And I don't know, it was just like what a school dance should be. Like, you know, I went with someone I was good friends with. We looked amazing. We looked great, you know, for high schoolers. And, you know, we just like had a good time. I did kind of force him to dance with me. He didn't want to dance, but you know, it's like my sister-in-law is a senior in high school right now, and so I was talking to her the other day about like whether or not she should go to prom if they have prom. I don't actually know if they're still going to have prom, but I was talking to her about whether or not she should go to prom, and I'm like, only go if you have like people to go with you're really comfortable with. Don't go just because you feel obligated. You could have so much more fun doing something else, like doing something else that night. If you don't want to go to the dance, don't go. Only go if you have like people going with you want to. I drew it like a comic book page. Oh yeah, the poster. She loves Marvel. I did Iron Man, Deadpool in a tux, Cap's shield, Spider-Man hanging upside down with a bouquet of roses. That's really cool. I like that. Oh, okay. So the next part of this drawing is that I'm going to... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw... Oh, okay, here's the tricky part. I'm gonna draw what all these flowers look like in the shade. Oh, this is the frustrating part. Well, hopefully it won't be frustrating. I'll have to, I'm gonna like draw a bunch of these and then see what it looks like. Huh. Oh, well, first of all, I'm drawing these too big. Sorry, I got quiet for a second. But yeah, it's like, don't go to prom because you feel obligated. Only go if you are going with people you know it's gonna be fun with. Otherwise, there's really no point. Because the year before, like, I only went to prom my senior year because I had this friend who was willing to go with me. The year before was awful. Oh my gosh. My junior year, I went to prom with a senior boy, and it was one of the worst nights, like, of my life. I will go, I'm fine. But comparatively, it's on my list of worst nights of my life. Yeah. She was my proper first crush. Oh, first crush. I tried really, really hard. We were pretty good friends beforehand. We just decided to keep it that way. That's nice, you know. Relationships in high school, like, I don't want to completely knock on the concept of high school sweethearts. I actually know someone who she and her boyfriend dated all through high school, and now they're married and like are living the dream and stuff. And it's like, so that does actually happen for people, and that's great, you know. And if you have a situation like that, that's fine. But for the most part, romance in high school, like, won't ever matter. So it's like, even if you get your heart broken at the time, like, oh my gosh, there's like greener pastures ahead, you know? People who are like, I don't know, more mature. No one is mature in high school. Even if you think you're mature. Okay. I think that's actually working. This blue, so these flowers that I'm drawing right now are supposed to be the white flowers, which is why they're so bright in the shade. But I'm actually making these marks with blue, if you can see that. I went to a lot of dances in middle school, and yeah, don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Oh yeah, some good moments, but not great. So for high school dances, I don't know. Prom is one of those things that I wouldn't do even if I had a group of friends. Well, you know, if you have a group of friends and you don't want to go to prom, then you just find something better to do anyway, you know? Play D&D the night of prom. That's such a better idea. Maybe I'll stream on the night of whatever prom is supposed to be here. Be like, hey, let's make art instead. Okay, I think this is working. Oh, flowers. Oh my gosh, I'm having a very good time. Oh, Chloe, where and when? Oh, I told her I liked her, but she didn't feel the same, which bummed me out. But I wasn't mad at her. I'm still happy to be really good friends with her. That's always nice. Oh my gosh, yeah, to be able to, yeah, maintain our friendship after that. That's so nice. So the same guy I'm talking about that I went to went to prom with senior year, I developed the biggest crush on him. Oh my gosh. He did not like me back. But we like knew that, like, I don't know. He still went to prom with me. It's like we established at the beginning, like, I really liked him and he didn't like me the same way. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I would still, you know, I still really wanted him to go to prom with me as friends, and also I didn't want him to miss out on prom his senior year just because he moved to a new school. You know, I wanted to be his friend and I wanted to go to prom with him, and so it just like worked out perfectly that way. And so now it's like, again, we're still friends to this day, you know, like we keep up, we check in on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. That reminds me, I should send him a message. He was going through a hard time lately, so I should check in. I should see how he's doing. Jason, you actually played D&D last weekend. Oh my gosh, I love D&D. It's so fun. Crow says, LOL. Also, D&D instead of prom, I'd be down. Y'all, I was actually talking to Tristan about this. The idea of us streaming D&D, or not streaming, making a series out of D&D. So did you know you can play one-on-one D&D? Apparently it's like a lot of fun, where literally exactly what it sounds like, a DM and a player, and then you craft a story together and it can move faster, and you know, it's better coordinated, just like one-on-one D&D with one player and one DM. Tristan and I just started a campaign together. Primal says, must be nice to have prom. My junior year got canceled. Looks like my senior year isn't gonna happen. Oh. You know what, though? You can literally, like, if you want to, like, dance and have fun and get dressed up and stuff, you should do it anyway. I'm being dead serious. Like, just throw your own party. Just, like, you know, wear whatever tux or fancy clothes that you have, and then, like, watch movies, eat popcorn, dance, listen to music and stuff. Just like treat yourself. Like, even if prom doesn't happen, you should like just like make it a fun night anyway. Crow says, I'd finally get to use my dice. My first time playing. Oh, what kind of character are you playing, Jason? What class? So Tristan and I just started this one-on-one campaign, and it's a lot of fun. So we're basically just crafting a story together. And y'all, it's so much fun so far. We literally just like, I got my dice out, and he, you know, he came up with, you know, a unique story for my character, but it's running more like, as opposed to like a party, you know, it feels more along the lines of, I'm an anime protagonist. This is how I would compare it, because I'm still going to work with other characters in fights and stuff, you know, just realistically, that's how it should happen. But it's more along the lines of, I'm like an anime protagonist, And so I'm gonna be a little overpowered because I'm by myself right now, and I'm gonna need to be overpowered. And so then, yeah, we're just writing this story together. It's so great. So if you have like a best friend who wants to practice DMing, just like make a one-on-one campaign. Primal says, I'll be honest, I'd date her in a heartbeat if she said she wanted to. Oh yeah, but I'm not gonna go full stalker. I hate people like that. Yeah, most people do. Low battery, cuss. I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna get this done. I'm gonna finish this illustration. But yeah, never tried D&D. I may try it. My friends had it. D&D is a lot of fun. But you gotta really commit. It's not fun if you're begrudging or like, oh, this is awkward, or I don't want to roleplay. Like, if you feel that way about it, it's not gonna be fun. You have to be willing to be goofy and to just like, it's the game of goofing off with your friends, you know? All the D&D campaigns that I've been in so far have been not entirely serious. Like, it's gotta be silly, you know? To be fun. It was a pre-made character that was a rogue halfling. Very sneaky and small. That's good. I think that's a good combination. Okay, check it out. That, I think, is working. I'm gonna actually come back with this color. Back to this layer. I want to add more white flowers so that it makes sense that I've put so many in the shade, you know? Because if there's like only a few white flowers on the top of the hill and then there's a ton in the shade, that doesn't make any sense. There we go. Ooh! So many flowers. And then, oh gosh, I don't even know how I'm gonna show the blue. Oh, actually, this kind of works. Yeah, I'll just do this. This darker teal. So yeah, this campaign that I just started with Tristan, I'm playing a Kalishtar. So I look like a human, but something about being connected to a ghost. Like, I don't dream, instead I'm like connected to a ghost, and when I sleep I relive memories of this ghost that I'm connected to. It's kind of interesting. But my character, I just woke up and have no memory of what happened the past 6 years or where I've been. And my family found me and they have no idea where I've been. And so I'm like gonna piece together a mystery of where I've been these past 6 years, because I have no idea what happened. So it's interesting. I'm pretty excited. That's why I'm never trying D&D. I'm kind of in the stick in the mud. Oh, okay. I think D&D can be good for you too, though. You know, like, improv makes you think on your feet. D&D makes you problem solve. You know, you solve puzzles and stuff. And then, yeah, you improv. You come up with creative ways to interact with people. Oh my gosh. Y'all already looking at this. I'm so excited. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna toggle on and off the flowers and see what it looks like. Wow. I should be a natural then, because all me and my buds do is scream and do voices while playing games on Xbox. Oh yeah, exactly. And it's like there are rules you need to follow. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually going to, all at once, change the flowers to purple and see what it does. Whoa. No, I like the blue. I like the blue better. I'm gonna keep the blue. Okay, I'm gonna come back here to these mountains. I have very limited battery left. And I don't need to add a ton of detail because these are going to be printed so very small. I'm usually quiet, so D&D was a big step to come out of my shell a little bit. That's awesome. Oh yeah, that's another thing it does. D&D, ugh. I love D&D. I had actually never played before Tristan and I got married. Like, even Tristan was like, oh, I'd like to one day get into D&D. And then when the opportunity presented itself and we got to play with some friends, it was like, whoa! And now I love it. It also helps that we're both studying theater at the time. And so I guess actors tend to really love D&D because of the improv. Okay, let me hold it up next to the canvas again. Okay, this is about the size that it'll print. Dang, I'm not quite done, but now I'm worried about my battery dying. I wonder... this doesn't quite... well, maybe it'll reach. Okay, we'll see how much longer my battery lasts. This charger reaches, but I'll just have to adjust my setup a little bit. There we go. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come over here to this ink bleed brush, my favorite ink bleed brush. I need this color? Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna add little like stems and things. Again, I don't need an absurd amount of details, which is very nice. Any animals gonna be in here? Just a landscape. This one, just a landscape. My other landscape that I'm entering into the same gallery does have some animals in it, but I'm not gonna spoil what it is. You'll just have to wait and see for when I post it. Looks good though, either way. Well, thanks. So yeah, this one I'm not gonna put animals. I am really proud of the other one though, and it does happen to have animals, so you'll have to wait and see what that is. I actually want this to be even lighter. Here we go, this is what I want. I'm just gonna add all these like stems and leaves. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about this. Yes. I really hope these sell, because like the people who will be at this gallery, most of them I assume will also be from the mountains, and I hope that they look at this and they're like, oh, my backyard. Because I feel like that. When Tristan and I move, I'm gonna really miss the mountains. I'm still looking forward to moving. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss that. Are you gonna post the drawings when you put them in the frames or after the gallery? Both. If yeah, if all goes according to the plan, I will probably post both of these once they're printed and in their frames, all, you know, tidy and pretty and complete. And then I would really like to take a picture of myself at the gallery. You know, I'll be in my mask still, or I'll take off my mask for the pictures. You know, I haven't been in a gallery since last year. Wow. It's been harder on artists who actually like rely on galleries for most of their sales. I'm lucky that galleries were like a rare thing for me, so I didn't really hurt in that department. Home sweet home. Yeah. See, if I were doing this, I couldn't resist doing some pronghorn and bison in the distance. Oh, yes. Oh, it would look like Montana. Beautiful. Gosh, I just love all of the Rockies, y'all. I've never been to like Yellowstone. I've never been there, and I really would like to. I'm just gonna add all these little like doo 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 doo, because again, these details are only gonna print like so big. Ah, There we go. Hee. This is exactly what I want to be happening. And then I'll do it like a little lighter in this field. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Nice art and artist picture. Yeah, so that's the plan. I'll post these when, so let's see, today's Saturday. This week I will be applying them to the canvases. I'll be framing them. So I will be posting the pictures of them completed, but then yeah, I'm probably gonna, yeah, later I'll try to post a picture of myself at the gallery. That'll be so fun, y'all. I'm so nervous. Oh yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna call this. Home Sweet Home is always like sweet. So the first landscape that I made, I called it Midway Mind, because that's the name of this little farming town in the mountains, and it's a really pretty area. I love it there. Oh my gosh, so much. Anyway, I called it Midway Mind because it was heavily inspired by this place, and yeah, you'll see what I mean when I post it. But this one, I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I don't want to name it after where I live, like, but you know, something about the mountains. I'll probably go for something like, I don't know, something about the morning. It could even be something simple, like, you know, Good Morning Field, or like, I don't know. There's a specific theme to the gallery. Is there? Just like spring landscapes in general. It's called, oh yeah, I talked about this earlier. So it's called Handscapes. The gallery itself is called Handscapes, which are literally just landscapes the size of your hand. So I have the frames already, and I have canvases in the frames. So when I'm gonna print these digital drawings, I'm going to decoupage them onto the canvases where I removed the glass, and then you'll just see them like directly. That's really the whole theme, is that it's spring and they want to do a show about spring landscapes. Morning Meadows. Oh, that's sweet. Reminds me of Moo Moo Meadows, the Mario Kart track. That's from what's Moo Moo Meadows from? Is that a Mario thing? Mornings in the mountains. Oh, like, how can you not, how can you look at this and not be in a good mood? That's like my entire life's goal with all the art that I make. And then over here, I'm just gonna kind of more sparsely draw in some lines. I'm not gonna even bother on the most distant hill, because it's getting a little far away. There we go. Yes! Okay, now I'm actually gonna come up here, do another layer to add some texture to these flowers. I wonder how my battery is doing. Wow, okay, so I think I mentioned before, Procreate takes up a lot of battery. So that means that this charger is just maintaining the 10% battery. Like, it's not helping it gain more battery. We're just gonna see how long it can hold on. The Wii, I remember that map oh so well. My 6-year-old self, that was my favorite. Moo Moo Meadows. It looks absolutely stunning. Thank you. I want to roll around on the hills. It looks like also that it would give me a headache, like from the pollen. Not that I've ever had like especially bad allergies, but still, like, oh, here we go. Let me redo this flower. I want to do it like this. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Hee. Oh. This is it. These are the colors that I've been trying to think of. Oh my gosh. It's so making me so happy. Makes me want to go for a walk. I told Tristan I would go on a walk today for my mental health, and now I'm doing an art lock. So I mean, I should have started charging my tablet sooner. Could you imagine the sledding potential in the winter of this place? Yes. Oh, that's another thing. Sledding is really nice around here. I haven't even gone. I just know it because people are always sledding when there's snow. There's just like always groups of people sledding. It's cool. It's fun. These are so happy. There we go. Oh, this is so fun. I'm gonna come back here with... Whoa, that's way too dark. I don't want that color. Let me try this. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm adding this color. I guess for like to shade the flowers. But it's not entirely necessary. Again, the details are like limited. The details that are actually gonna show when I print it. I haven't gone sledding in at least 3 years. Wow. I also haven't gone sledding in a while. To be fair, been, I don't know, busy all the time. Now that I'm an adult and I'm like trying to make it as an artist, I'm just busy all the time. Here we go. Ooh, that actually kind of gives it the color that I was trying to achieve. Looking at it on my computer screen, it's looking a little lighter than it does to me in person. I'm sure... Here's the thing. With digital art, it's always going to print a little darker. Even with really nice prints, it's always going to print darker than it looks because it's not backlit. There isn't a light behind it. I guess that depends on where you're getting it printed. Ooh. You know what I might do? Let me just experiment with this for a second. I'm gonna blend. Ooh. I don't know if you can see that. Let me redo it. Hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to... Oh, this is so unnecessary. I might even delete it. I'm gonna come up here with the color of the sunlight. I'm just gonna blend it out. Like this. Oh yeah, this is totally unnecessary. Let me redo it. I mean, it's gonna add a little something. Maybe. Sorry, I'm getting quiet because I'm thinking about if I want to keep this or not. Might be a little too much. This like glow. This glow coming off the mountain. Oh my gosh, you know what would, okay, this one actually is just like unnecessary. I'm gonna try one of these like, ooh. Light brushes. Why is it? So unnecessary. Oh my gosh. Can y'all see that? It's cool, but oh my gosh, it's so unnecessary. Oops. This is like the lights reflecting on the camera or whatever. I don't know. Okay, right there. Right there. That's like enough. Just like that. That's so unnecessary. I mean, it's kind of cool. Kind of. I mean, oh my gosh, I don't need this here. My art in a nutshell. Like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is unnecessary. Huh. Here's something I'm gonna do. I'm going to do the clipping mask. I'm gonna make... Whoa! Can you see this? I made a new layer of the same, like, leaves and stuff. I duplicated it and I made it a dark color. It certainly adds texture. I like it. Huh. You know? Oh, okay, hold on. Let me hide this thing. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I am going to add, I think, some light. But not quite as severe as I had it before. Let me come back. Make sure I have, whoa! Here we go. I just want a little peeking over the top of the hill, like this. Whoa, that's cool. Yeah. I'm just gonna add a little bit of light up here. Yeah, okay. Because I want to show where the sun is shining right up here. It's beautiful. Thanks, y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this. Sun is shining right behind this hill. Wow. I don't know what else I could possibly add to this. Whew. How's that battery? Woo! That battery is almost gone. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Well, okay, I don't want to end the stream yet. Here's what I'm gonna do. First, let me sign it, because that's what you do. Probably right here. No, hold on, right here. Gosh, that's just like impossible to read. You can't even read this. Where am I supposed to sign this? Right here. Oh well, you just won't be able to there you go. I can read my signature a little bit. Yeah, that's really interesting. Oh, hold on, I have an idea. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the blue. Sorry, I'm gonna do the same like shadow effect with the blue flowers. Well, hold on. Let me try. Come on. Like this? Come on. Merge the layers. My tablet is very much about to die. Let me try. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I want. This is what I want. Here's what I'm gonna do. I really like this. I think it's kind of cool. I know you've never seen Star Wars, but look up the planet Felucia. I love the way the planet looks. Its landscapes are so cool. I will do that. So here's what I'm gonna do. My tablet is about to die. I don't want to be done streaming today. I really don't. I want to keep making art. Well, I guess I could always stream again. No, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna wrap it up for the day. I already mentioned I have such a hard time relaxing. I should probably try to play some video games or whatever. I'm really happy with this. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me while I work on this. And yeah, I might as well wrap up stream. I don't know if anyone I know is live right now. we don't have to do a raid today. But here's the thing. I could put my tablet onto charge and just sit here and eat soup on stream while I talk to y'all and then make some more drawing. Or I could just wait until the next stream Tuesday. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I know that's kind of lame. It's not really an art lock anymore. I'm gonna wrap up here. Thank you all so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. I had fun. I find it relaxing to work on these landscapes, so I had a good time. I can see a couple little things I might want to change. So I'll probably tweak some things when my tablet is not about to die. But for now, I will post another stream schedule on Monday. I'm gonna do some more streaming next week. It's cool. It was a fun stream. It's whatever you want to do. Thanks. Yeah, I should probably take some time off now. I've been working all week. Thank you for keeping me sane through the night. Sorry I wasn't in chat much though. Have a good one, everyone. Love y'all. Thank you, Witch, so much for being here. You have a great night. You all have a lovely day. I'll post a stream schedule Monday. I'll do some more streaming next week. I'll probably draw some more Pokemon. Maybe we'll make some Fakemon or something. It was a chill stream. Yeah, thanks for being here. And then that'll be it. Stay tuned to see these landscapes once they've been printed and framed. It'll be very cool. I'll see y'all next time, everybody. Bye.